All right, patch notes, February 7th, 2025. Starting with game updates. Recipe, 5 epic items in synthesis machine now craft 1 upgraded item. So now we can combine epic items, if you have them, find them, craft them, to create upgraded items. 5 epic upgraded items in synthesis machine now craft 1 overclocked. So you don't have to necessarily craft the overclocked when you do it the first time. You can do it later as long as you have epics. I'm assuming they will be dropping better. Also note it's 5 items. On the previous patch notes, just to remind you, they have changed the common 5 common into uncommon, 6, 7, and so on to go level ups. Now everything is 5 commons, 5 uncommons, 5 rares, everything is 5. It's easy to remember. Basic runes are no longer dropped from mobs and can be bought from vendors as part of the ongoing process to gradually remove them from the game and present improved rune system. Archosaur's health has been reduced by 40%. The boss got nerfed again. I mean, it doesn't drop anything at the moment, so it doesn't matter. Cardio oxygenatic chips. The healing scaling based on missing health has been changed from 4, 6, 8, 10. Listen to this, down to 1, 2, 3, 4. 60% nerf. This is one of the chips that when you deal damage, it has a chance to heal you for your missing health. This is what kept people alive with no mana, just auto-attacking and getting the heal. The in-combat mana regeneration reduction has been changed from 90% to 70%. So now you get regeneration a little bit from 70, not 90%. I suppose this is a measure to help with mana problems. I don't know how much that's going to cost. It just gives you a little bit of advance at the beginning, but after that. Fixed an issue where the Frostbinder chip did not provide bonuses for upgraded and overclocked versions. Talent Reforge. We are introducing a new type of consumable for the synthesis machine, Talent Fragmenter. When added during the dismantling of a tier 3 upgraded or overclocked artifact using the dismantling tool. Yes, now dismantling tool, you don't drag it on the item, you put it on the synthesis machine along with what you want to destroy. And you can do multiple items. So you can put 5 items and 5 dismantling and you press the button and all of it comes out. It will store the talent bonuses of the dismantle item into a talent merger and provide the player with a talent merger containing the embedded talent. So now we have more items. So you get an upgrade overclocked item that has 1 talent you rolled, which you want. Then you use a dismantler tool with a talent fragmenter. You break it, you take the talent into a new item, and when you want to craft and put this on another item, then you do that. Talent Fragmenter can be crafted using Constructor Profession. You will need a Grandmaster Catalyst, Dragon Shell, and Concentrated Mana. Now, they're putting into use the Grandmaster Catalyst. A lot of people at this point have like 2 tabs in the banks with loads of those things from farming bosses. So they're making it not only give you XP for your weapon mastery, but now it's also a construction item. So you need to farm a lot more of these. Again, this whole process at the moment, without knowing the new professions, Contractor also becomes necessary to have as a profession at this point. Is the best profession to have because pretty much you can craft anything you need. The recipe can be purchased from Clank, the Constructor Profession vendor in Riverrise. Learning the recipe requires the Contractor Profession at least at the Craftsman's level, very easy to achieve. 1 fragmented talent can create only 1 merger. Be careful when dismantling an overclocked item. If you use only 1 fragmenter, you will receive a merger with only the first talent. So we need to use more fragmenters to get the other talents, if any. Okay, so if it has 3 talents on it, I'm assuming, then we need more. An artifact cannot be dismantled using both merger and a fully dismantled recipe at the same time. You must use one or the other. Just to clarify from previous patch, you can use a dismantler and a recipe on an overclocked, right? Which is expensive to buy the recipe. So you put the dismantler and the recipe, you dismantle the whole overclocked and you get every single material back, 100% back, right? But if you want to keep the talent, right, you can use the, what's the name of it? The fragmenter, which you will only get the talent out, or talents if you use more. But you don't get the mats back, not the full mat. So you can do both, like mats and that. So you either break it and take the talent, or you dismantle it with a recipe and you get all the mats back to recraft something. Talent fragmenters are open for trade between players. Talent merger is a new type of item obtaining by dismantling tier 3 upgraded and overclocked artifacts using the talent fragmenter. It contains a talent extracted through the talent fragmenter, which can then be embedded into a new artifact during its crafting process. This is kind of like where it gets a little bit complicated. Get the artifact, add 3 or 4 fragmenter thingies, and then as many dismantlers, and take those things out and then have those, and then rebuild it, or break the whole thing and take the mats back, like items upon items building. I don't know if games require such, especially not crafting games, require so much depth and complexity. When adding a talent merger to a synthesis of a tier 3 upgraded overclocked artifacts, the artifact receives bonus specifically to the talent stored in the merger. During the crafting of the overclocked tier 3 artifact, it is possible to add up to 2 mergers. Talent merger can only be obtained by dismantling an artifact using talent fragmenter. Talent merger can only be used in the synthesis tier 3 of upgraded and overclocked artifacts, and talent merger are open to trade for players. Dude, this is gonna get crazy. More stuff for the auction house, I suppose. And now we go into forge artifacts. If a player crafts an artifact using a talent merger, the artifact becomes forged. Forged artifacts cannot be dismantled by using dismantling tools. All right, not dismantle. If you make a mistake, that's it. Additionally, they gain durability, which decreases over time in combat and with each death. Forged artifacts start at 100 durability. If durability reaches 0, the artifact stops providing bonuses. Okay, so you don't lose the artifact, you just lose the bonuses. So you repair, you have a backup. A forged artifact can be repaired using a special item called mmorpg. So far we have like, what, 5 new items? Charges are consumed as follows: 5 durability for regular death, 1 durability for PvP death, 20 durability for resurrection at the Soul Keeper, 1 durability every 30 seconds of combat. 20 if you resurrect. Wow. mmorpg is a special item for repairing forged artifacts. It can be used on an artifact with durability below 100. Upon use, the artifact durability is restored to 100. To use the mmorpg, right-click on it and then on the broken artifact. The mmorpg can be crafted using Constructor Profession. To craft a mmorpg, you need Grandmaster Catalyst, again becoming a crafting component, concentrated mana, therium liquid, and a granulated tissue. So 3 epics and a Grandmaster Catalyst. The recipe can be purchased by Clank. In Riverrise, learning the recipe requires Contract Profession at least at Craftsman level. That's the easy part. mmorpg are open to trade between players. Improving monsters. Wooden Raptor, Dendroid Guard, and Wooden Deer have received improved animations, visual effects, and AI behavior. Dendroid Guard has been scaled up by 20%. Hyenas have received updated animations. And bank update next week. So during this week that we're running right now on the 10th of February onwards, the bank max stack size will be increased to 60, like we said. So as we can see here, we yet don't have any new classes or updates on combat or systems like that. We do have updates on the talents, which now are linked into artifacts. And we have, let me do a little quick count here. We have 1, 2, 3, got three new items: the merger, the forger, the automatic thing, the repair thing, to consider, and a little bit more complex crafting. I think people might get a little bit confused, like what removes all the mats and what removes just the merger, and putting 3 instead of 1, and things like that. Overall, as a system, it does bring a lot of versatility. It will burn a lot of hours from people trying to try different combinations, 6 overclocked over 6 forged, 3-3, 3-2, and whatever, all these combinations and what talents might work best for them. But it's going to be you're going to need a lot of mats. So I don't judge people when they want to have like an infinite bank when they play, because you're really doing all these tests and things. You need, personally, I need at least 18 tabs in the bank as it is right now, just for the basic stuff. Because you play one main character, right? We have alts, of course, for farming, but let's say you play one character. So basically you need 4 tabs for the 4 professions, right? Just the gathering stuff. Then you need another 4 tabs to have all the processed materials. So that's 8. Then you need one for your artifacts. That's 9. Then you need one for your catalyst, because, that's 10. Then you need one for food to have all your consumables there. That's like 11 tabs. Then you need one for every character you have, because it's common bank, right? So you have, like, at the moment, let's say 6-7 characters. There's six tabs to have the weapons, the gear, the different setups, the specific artifacts. And the one I've mentioned for artifacts is the ones you're crafting. So you have like 5 of these and 4 of these to combine them. And then you need another tab to have all your consumables for the synthesis machine, fuel, mergers, crafters, repairs, and all this kind of shit. Then you need another one to have recipes. So right now we're about like 20 tabs. Going from 50 gold, then 100, 200, 800, 5,000, 6,000, 10,000. It's not enough space for these. And this is just the beginning. I'm really worried about this. The complexity, you can learn about it, you can get used to it. Reading it could feel more complex than actually is in the game sometimes, but this is it. At least now we are getting detailed patch notes. We're getting answers to our questions. Communication is up. The game is moving forward. We will get some hands-on next month when the Defender comes in, so we'll take the game from the beginning and see how it feels again from the perspective of a new player leveling up with the quests, and we'll see how things turn out there.